Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So this reading is going to be what is your person currently thinking when you find this reading. Trust that this message found you for a reason. I feel like this message would resonate with a lot of people. That's what I am picking up. Mostly no contact situation. That's also what I feel. The Five of Cups in reverse. I think your person is letting go of something from the past. Seems like it was related to the childhood, to their childhood. Eight of Swords in reverse. This says disappointment and indecision. So where your person might have felt quite limited with their options is what I'm hearing, like maybe navigating the situation or maybe trying to understand where do they feel like they want to lead this connection. So this seems like someone that is in their masculine energy. Doesn't mean that they're a man, it just means that they're in their masculine energy. Your person might have been sick, because a lot of emotional purges do result in physical illnesses, a manifestation of how much the body cannot take it or hold it longer. The nervous system under pressure impacts your immunity as well, right? So it could be a result of feeling tired, truth be told. So I do feel that this person is seeing you as someone. Oh, we have TikTok and Yin. So this is the energy of someone who feels like if they don't quite, rush in, or if they don't make this decision now with whatever has been holding them back, it could have been that they were procrastinating on healing, something that was stopping them from committing to you. That's the word I really hear, committing to you. Commitment over here could be that making it official, but commitment over here could also be that um you're not diving deep. It's like going in a round and round. It's like it's exhausting for both of you, but it's not reaching any depths. It's going in the same sphere and round and round. It's just not evolving anywhere. It's not changing. You're stuck in a loop with this person, and I think that this is resulting because of the changes you have made. You might have, I feel like for somebody, literally last night you were really thinking that you want to give up on this connection, or like you've been in the fields about this person. You've just been like, what the heck is going on with you? So I feel like this person, energetically, if you feel like you're strongly connected, this is a divine counterpart energy. There are shifts that take place because the feminine leads in the energetic world. So something about it is quite transitional over here. We have exchanging gifts. I think this is like they want to exchange words with you. They want to have a conversation that leads somewhere. I think this person probably will tell you about how they really feel or what's been on their mind. It is a pretty complicated situation. I see you throwing in the towel. You already might have. You're just kind of exhausted with how this has been going in a merry-go-round. You're just exhausted of the fact this is not evolving anywhere. Yeah, your person was avoiding this decision. We have dream thief, refusal of the call. They have been avoiding because for them this would be like if you're their person, you're it, and they have a knowledge about it because they've never felt like this before. We have cosmic womb, divine feminine energy. So again, you are becoming a lot more accepting of this situation. You're not in a tug of war with yourself. You know that if it's with this person or somebody else, the way you want to be treated. So because you're setting that standard not as an expectation but a requirement to be around you or to be committed to you or have that commitment with you, basically it means that you are not going to settle for that. You're not just going to get into a relationship, but they're not going to get those, how do I say this, that claim on you in some shape or form if it's not something that resonates with you or fulfills you or satisfies your needs. And I feel like there is a lot of spiritual presence in this connection. um especially with this specific reading. That's why I feel like it might resonate with a lot of people, where you have genuinely been in no contact for a while and radical acceptance, beloved. So you're seeing this person for exactly who they are. Spirit wants to let you know there are good and bad parts. But the thing over here is that because you're in a spiritual connection, both of you are able to see each other's shadow attributes really, really strongly, because that's what is the main purpose of this connection, right? So, what is being majorly highlighted again is how both of you struggle with what anchors you down from your past or your childhood, right? So there's a lot where both of you are able to see right now. It makes me feel like your person might be quite self-absorbed, but you are on this level where you're able to see. It's like you're assessing this person with who they are, not what you think they can be or not what they say, but in fact the way in which their energy speaks to you. So because this energy is speaking to you, you're able to assess, reevaluate, and maybe take a step back from the situation, because it has been difficult for you to kind of be cribbing, complaining, manifesting, hoping for a positive outcome, hoping that they stand up for you or lead this connection, but it has not been taking place because you also had a distorted view because of what happened to you in your childhood. So we have connection in reverse. I think the first thing that comes to my mind is this person feels like the connection is fading away, and I think it's just a product of maybe that unhealthy attachment dissipating into thin air. Makes me feel like because you're healing this now, you don't have that yearning. The connection probably, yeah, the connection exists, but it's not as lethal, or it's not as consuming as it used to be. So they're kind of getting this scare that this connection is getting over, and I feel like this person thinks that you wouldn't notice them or deal with them as much as you have, because if you know they were just an ordinary person, they think you wouldn't even notice them. And I think you can do a lot better. That's what I'm hearing. Like, obviously, no shit. And this is from them. Like, they're like, no shit. She can do, or they can do better. And they feel like you're in this place where you're really throwing in the towel and you're letting it all be up to them. You might have been carrying this connection on your own shoulders, doing the work of two people, perhaps staying calm, being the bigger person, trying not to act out, but they feel like you're really, really reaching. I feel like this person thinks you have thrown in the towel, okay? Air element, communication in reverse. So this one says, I think your person has been a mess lately. I think your person has really been overpowered by their shadow, and there's like a brain fog energy with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this person has almost really felt like, they don't know exactly what's the solution, ability to think things through. That's not there, hot and cold. I think it majorly has been this person has just been pushing you away because of the resistance they're feeling within themselves. I think as much as I'd like to say don't take this personally, it's not because you're not worthy, you don't, they don't want to be in a commitment with you, or they don't have feelings for you. The harsh truth over here is that somebody can love you just enough but still not be able to show up for you in that manner. It's not, I think it gives you hope when you think about the fact that they have feelings for you and they will come through because the connection is so strong and I've been doing this and that, but they might not be at that level of clarity or be readily available for a relationship as much as you might think you are as well, is what I'm hearing. So if the roles are reversed, I feel like Spirit is saying you might act the same way. So if there's somebody that might be more emotionally available than you are, you would react in the same way. That's what I'm feeling from Spirit. So this is a pickle, and I think it is it has become a battle of egos because both people find it really difficult to make the connection work. Majority of it is because of how divine orchestration is taking place. It makes you feel really sad and hopeless and stuck. So I'm gonna tell you one thing that you can do is just sit with the feelings, okay? I know it can make you feel hopeless. It can make you feel like this person just won't come through for you. You don't know what to do about this connection. But the thing is over here that there is no action required on your end. The only thing you can move towards is collecting your feelings right now, because there is no saying as to when or what really happens in the future. You have to be, or I'm gonna offer you realistic advice over here. Sit with the feelings, no action is required. So this means that you don't try to prove your worth. For somebody I'm hearing, you don't try to send this person selfies or messages, post on Instagram trying to show them how good you look. It is not at all about these things. You are taking it personally because it's reflecting a part of you which feels like, what is less in me that they're not choosing me. It is not about choosing you. You're the only person that's in this person's heart, but it's about their own inability to come through for you. There's such a big difference. And maybe because you're someone that's looking to blame somebody, it's possible. Now this is optional. If you're looking to blame somebody and you know that this person is maybe trying the best that they can and they're just not, it's just not aligning, right? So it's feeling like it's not meant to be, and you want to blame somebody for the pain and disappointment and dissatisfaction you're feeling. A level of maturity would come in just realizing when to not torture yourself, right? Because maybe it's, this person is genuinely tired in. Maybe this is not a bad person. Maybe this is someone that's genuinely limited by their own thought patterns. And I think that the situation is really complicated at hand, and you're not getting much room to express how you feel. I feel like crying because I see like the feminine energy over here feels really stuck. Why won't you do this for me? Why won't you just come through for me? Why am I so hard to love? The thing is, it's not about you, and you're not hard to love. The other person is struggling with their own demons. This is not where I'm telling you to move on, but if that feels right, if that gives you peace, if it opens you up to hope, so then you should do that, because you're not bound to this person. You don't owe them anything, right? And I feel like I really want to say they don't owe you anything either. Just because you're in a connection, you don't have possession over them. You can't possibly force someone to be in a relationship with you, right? You can't um, coerce them into doing something they don't effortlessly feel like doing. You kind of have to see that part, which is again a gray area. We like to see things as black and white. Okay, he's a bad person, he's not showing up for me, he's hurting me. Yeah, they might be acting in a really shitty way, but that's because you have a spiritual connection, and there is no way in which I'm defending this person or justifying it. I'm offering you a larger perspective, okay, what might be happening. And the white, black and white, and the white area would be that you're just like, okay, he's a good person because he showed up for me. It's not about that. Your connection is highlighting deep, 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 trauma and shadow attributes which are not allowing the both of you to show up in your best manner. It's like maybe you can handle the situation with someone you don't have a really strong connection with, but when it comes to this person, you also get really irritated, you get short tempered, you get impatient, you feel really stuck. Why can't you just let go? So your inability to let go of this person, despite, knowing the fact that they can't show up for you, is like it's indicating something that's within you as well, your inability to let go. So they also have something that they're struggling with, okay? I'm not defending the other person. I know that you might be in a really difficult situation, and by no means I intend to invalidate somebody's struggle or if they have been poorly treated by another person, but this reading probably serves a purpose of just understanding that somebody's inability to do is different than somebody maybe not wanting to do, and it's possible they don't want to do both. But over this, in this reading, if you're resonating with it, it highlights the inability of somebody to show up for you. That's what you have to see, not as a reflection of your own worth. And that is a tough pill to swallow. It's not just in romantic relationships. We learn with so much struggle, even when we go through this with our friends or our parents or family members, right? It's a hard pill to swallow when you're really close to someone. So we have the wisdom. card. So this one's separate in structure. I believe that both of you are being pushed into a more structured mannerism of perhaps communicating, taking care of yourself, not taking, especially for the viewer, I feel like it's a lot about not taking this person's behavior personally. I know that no matter how many times I say that, it's way easier said than done, because you find yourself feeling such deep feelings for someone. You do want to get something from them, right? So we have the card seeking advice, guidance, praying, meditation. So again, I'm telling you, inaction is what you need to be, in stillness. You don't have to make any moves right now. You don't have to prove your worth, overcompensating for the fact you feel insecure. They're not gonna choose you. The thing is, it's a 100% not about you. It's not about anything that's less in you. Empathy, good intentions, quality. I feel that so strongly. This person doesn't have bad intentions, but they're just acting in such a funny way that obviously you're gonna think this is not good for me, and that is something you need to work upon. Why can't you accept that they don't have the capacity to show up for you? Why are you trying to get it out of somebody that's visibly showing you that they don't have it in them, right? So you have to hold yourself accountable. Indecision. Your indecision in this situation comes from the fact you're not learning the lesson or understanding the fact that this person is not capable of showing for you in the way you desire them to show up for you. Because whenever we find ourselves in certain connections that are so strong and spiritual, we want to run. We think that blocking them or avoiding them or just not talking to them will take away the pain that they're causing us, right? But the thing is, you are not able to accept the fact they're not available for you, and that's causing you more pain. Because if you were somewhere doing a little bit better in your with your relationship with yourself, you would have understood that in the first go. You wouldn't have to go to them again and again trying to give them the benefit of the doubt to see, are you still ready, are you going to choose me, you know what I'm trying to say. So it is a sensitive situation, but it is reflecting something back to you, right? We have guidance, again helpful, right info, tarot readings. So somebody over here, you've been watching readings that are telling you exactly how this person is, or maybe how they really feel deep down, and you feel like they really love me and they want to be with me, but why can't they show up? Because tarot is picking up an energy, but in reality how they're showing up is what you should focus more upon, right? Because that's also part of it. Is this situation cannot be navigated through the black and white, and that's why it's so important for you to be still, because you have to accept that yes, somebody has feelings, but they're just not capable of showing up for you in that way. And we have authentic self heal connections. This connection is healing your connection with yourself. I think I'm going to conclude it at the thought that the most toxic relationship you've had is with yourself, and it's other relationships. This connection is just reflecting that back to you. So when you're pointing one finger at this person, three are coming back at you. Why can't you just let a person be if they're not giving you what you want? And I believe you might already know this, and you might be really hard on yourself, and I am not trying to again criticize you, because you must be trying your best. You must be trying your best, and so might be your person. You never know. So I'm going to pull out a few channel messages. I have a few loose ends to tie before I can come towards you. I can't stand not talking to you, but I feel safer in silence. The emotional abandonment from my childhood made me feel like I'm unworthy of love. So you're reflecting back very similar wounds to each other, feeling rejected and almost feeling, I get a sense that your person fears commitment. One, because they don't want to get their heart broken. Two, because they always have this sense of like, I'm not good enough. And because of how much it's bringing out this fear within them, looking at you makes them feel like they will never be able to match up. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this reading here. I hope it finds the person that this was meant for. I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye.